Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's your boy Smorz back again today with another video. If you guys are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as turn on the notifications to receive the latest updates in the Blackout game mode. And don't forget to drop a like on today's video. If you guys have time, go over to my Twitter page and hit me with a follow. It would be greatly appreciated. Let's get right into the video. I'm going to show you guys the stats one more time just so you guys can see how well we've been doing. We have 50 plus wins so far in Blackout. I think that's pretty good considering the game hasn't been out even a week yet. Hopefully what's been helping us will help you guys. So let's get right into the first tip. Avoid the hot zones. Mainly the middle of the map, all the towns in the middle are the hot zones. You want to try to land on the outer skirts of the map where not a lot of people are going to be landing. So that's the first one. The second tip is to land consistently in the same place or places. You want to familiarize yourself with your surroundings and get comfortable with landing in one spot, primarily because when you land, you want to know, or you want to be able to know exactly where to go to find a weapon or how to escape from that town if a problem does arise in a situation. Now, this does work solo, duos, quads. For quads, my teammates and I like to land here because we know how to run the town. We're very confident that if we land train, more than likely we are going to be the ones leaving train with all the loot and not have to worry about anything. And also, I've become so comfortable in playing with my teammates that I know where exactly in train station that they're going to be landing, and they know exactly where I'm going to be landing in train station as well. So that is my second tip. Become very comfortable with landing in one spot to where you know where all the weapons are going to be at. You know how to escape. Again, if a problem arises. Yeah, so let's move on to the next tip. Use the perks to your advantage that you find. I say this because there are perks in this game that are very situational. For example, the perks Dead Silence. You have the awareness. Use those in situational moments to where you can use them to your advantage. For instance, let's say you are in a solo game and you see a guy. Maybe you're in the top 3, last 2. You see a player and he knows where you're at and you have to sneak around. You want to use Dead Silence when you're coming up and trying to sneak on an enemy. You want to use element of surprise. Use these perks to your advantage. They all have situational moments to where you can use them, and they will help you succeed in a heated moment or in a moment of need. So use these perks to your advantage. Also, lethals and tacticals. These are so overpowered in Blackout, it's not even funny. Make sure you stack up on lethals and tacticals, grenades and non-bangs and concussions. I can't stress to you the importance of these lethals and tacticals. Honestly, these are probably the most annoying but overpowered things to use in Blackout right now. For instance, okay, I'll give you an example. This can be in solos, duos, squads, whatever you may want to use it in. If you are approaching a building and you know there is an enemy in the building, the one way, it's like flushing out a rat out of a hole, okay? If you're approaching a building and you see an enemy or multiple enemies in a building, generally what I like to do and my team like to do is we will throw just unbelievably amount of grenades and concussion grenades until A, they're either dead, or B, they have no other choice but to leave the building. So if you know for sure an enemy is camping in a building, that is probably the best way to flush them out. Or if you want to go another approach, when you are outside in a more wide open space and you need to get close to your enemy to finish them off, use a concussed or a non-bang and you can call it a night, boys. It is a wrap. Once you get hit with those, you are more blind than Ray Charles trying to play the piano. You will not be able to see a damn thing. And I'm sure most of you have already come across a situation where you've been hit by one and you are completely screwed and you know it's over with. So use those to your advantage. Aside from weapons, armor, and health, These lethals and tacticals are the most important items coming after guns, armored, and health. You need to make these an importance because they will get you further and they will help you win more gun battles. Moving on to the next tip. If you guys take a look at the screen in the top left hand corner, you see the map and the circle. Generally, what I like to do to avoid being shot from multiple angles is that I will travel in with the pace of the storm with my back to the blue circle until I reach the white circle. Or I will travel up and around, slowly making my way in to the circle. That way I can avoid being shot from behind. Most of the time you don't have to worry about anybody coming in from the storm, although it does tend to happen sometimes. You catch those stranglers coming in from the storm, but it is better than moving into the center of the circle and having to deal with being shot from multiple angles. So move in at the pace of the storm. That way you're the one coming up behind enemies and you can avoid being shot from multiple angles. Okay, so another important tip, and this one is going to help you during gun battles and gunfights. And also, this is another point to make. It's very important when you get towards the end and there's a few teams left. You want to make sure you have the high ground. Why do I say this? Because when you have the high ground, you have eyes over the map, you have eyes over the area. Also, when you are trying to sneak up on somebody or an enemy is trying to attack you, they're going to have a very difficult time doing so when you have eyes on them the entire time. You have the high ground, you can shoot them from afar, and they're going to have tough times finding cover, especially when the circle ends in places like Turbine. There's not much cover out there. Another helpful tip for those of you looking to win more games, I would have to suggest finding a team that you can play with, even if it's duos, quads. But when you're playing with other people, the communication is there. You have an extra set of eyes. It's a lot easier than having to play solos. Now, I understand not everybody has a team to play with and you have to go and just do the solo grind yourself. And like I said, some of these tips and most of these tips will generally carry over into solo play. But the type of play that goes on in solos is really different from when you're playing in quads and duos. Just because in solos, from my experience at least, there's been a lot of conservative play. You find people just sitting in one spot a lot of the time until the circle either moves or they're already in the circle. So like I said, just playing with quads or duos, you have an extra set of eyes. You have a little bit more confidence because you have people that you know are going to get your back when you need it. So yeah, if you guys have the chance, find people to play with. It makes it a whole lot easier, and for me personally, it's a lot more enjoyable to play. And that pretty much does it, you guys. I want to hear some success stories though. If you guys watched this video and you guys were able to get a win from watching this video, let me know. Post it in the comment section. Also, let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. I have so many ideas that I want to do. I'm just not sure in which direction to go because this is a new game. So leave a comment down in the comment section below on what types of videos you guys would like to see. And don't forget to leave a like on today's video if this was helpful. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
On the other side of this house.
Yeah, he's in the cornfield. He's in the cornfield. He's in the cornfield.
Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Right there, so he's on the other side of the cornfield. Good job. That's 7, isn't it?
Trying to get it so I can get the video.
Alright, if they're running really far, I'm gonna try to put a sniper shot in their foot. West. Yeah, the storm's
Yep,
coming
straight
for
west.
you guys. Get him, City,
I'm
get
just
him.
hitting around. I'm just hitting them around.
Good
Oh shit, one shooting at me.
Right there, City, behind the tree. Left.
Good shit. We got more people. Just seen them south. 200.
Hit him once, City. Oh, wow, I didn't mean to kill him. I just shot him
You
in
downed
the
him.
tree.
You downed him. 4v4.
He's down.
I got
so.
2 more over here. South, 180. They're running along the
Be
storm.
advised. Further collapse expected. Relocate to safe zone.
Fuck you, little.
Where is this guy?
They're trying to snipe me. They're right here. I'm sitting there shooting at them. They're southeast 150
Going
from me.
together and let City get these.
See if I can make them shit their pants and hit one. Ready?
I'm running with you to try to distract them or to revive you if needed. Oh, right up there. No armor.
I'm no
Sit rep.
scoping my
Circle
sniper.
collapse
snapped
imminent.
it on
Get to
already.
safety.
Finish that, dude. You go. Alright, dude.
Exactly how we drilled it. Hotel Sierra.
Oh, that's a video.